let's talk about Tesla out of state purchases and explain that, because people get confused a little bit, and even sometimes I get confused of all the different requirements that Tesla has. Because yes, you could find deals in other states, other areas, and we do track a lot of the different deals that we find on Tesla vehicles, $4,000 to $5,000 off in our spreadsheet down below. But a lot of the feedback I get is like, hey, I can't buy any of these, and that's really not the point of this spreadsheet. The point of the spreadsheet was just to show you what type of deals could be out there at a maximum, so that you could try and replicate in your own area, so that you know yourself you're getting a good deal. So if on this spreadsheet we see Model Ys at $4,400 off, then when you search in your area, you know that a deal, if you can find one at $4,400 off, you know that that's the best deal in theory that is out there. But here on this spreadsheet, you can see there's a lot of different, in this middle column, all the different states that where these vehicles are shown around. But of course, when you go to actually go to the deposit page of this, it will tell you that whether this vehicle can be registered in your area or not. And more than likely, you'll find that if you're in California and the vehicle is in Florida, you're not going to be able to register it, or the Tesla's not going to be able to let you to buy it. But shout out to Big Z, one of our mods in the Discord down below in the description, where Tesla deals get revamped and talked about all the time. He actually isolated and listed out all the different states. If you're in the state in the first column, this is the other markets in other states that you can buy from according to Tesla. Of course, it's probably not foolproof and 100%, but at least this gives you some direction. And a lot of this should make sense, right? If you're in California, then California will be able to be able to buy. If you're in Maryland, that we just talked about, you can buy in Virginia or Maryland. If you're in any of these other states, I think like Colorado can go like a state over, because like maybe they don't have too many dealers. And so this is a good resource, and it's actually in the Discord as well if you want to play around with more, or you can just pause the screen and see for yourself all the different states that make it eligible. And hopefully this gives you a little bit more clarity. If you find a vehicle that's in a neighboring state, you can always try and go into your local Tesla store, talk to the manager, and see if they can make a deal for you, because I've heard of that as well, where you can get into a deal and they can ship it, or maybe even pay for your flight. We've also heard of that as well. If the vehicle is like 3 to 4 hours away, Tesla has confirmed to pay for someone's flight, but it was on a Model X. And so certainly that's like a different caliber of type of vehicle than like a Model 3 or Model Y. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.